Good afternoon. My name's Rachel Taylor. On behalf of the production company, welcome to Raheen. We're really delighted to see you all here today to help us launch our season for 2013. It's my duty today, and it's also my pleasure to introduce our host. She's Melbourne's very own arts angel and chairman of the production company, Jim Pratt.
Wow. Welcome to Raheen. I can't believe it's 15 years since Richard and I launched the production company. We started it as a means of filling up a bit of time in the Arts Centre. We tried to find jobs for actors. That's always a difficulty. And also to entertain audiences with the best of Broadway musicals and beyond. And we've succeeded beyond our wildest dreams. We've got nearly 30 sponsors. We've got 100 patrons, as you can see. This year we got 20 nominations in the Green Room Awards, which I think must be an all-time record. And the Arts Centre tells us that we put more bums on seats per performance than anybody else. The other thing is that if you look through any theatrical program in Australia, throughout Australia, you'll see all the people named there that have come up through the production company, people we've found and people whose careers we've helped. I want to thank everybody here in this room for making it possible. You are all so important to us. Thank you to all our sponsors, our patrons, the board, the artists, and of course the media, and this is our media launch. I want to tell you how very grateful I am to the media. You've helped us all these years. You've promoted artistic values in this city. And talking about this city, a couple of weeks ago, there was a billboard outside a restaurant in Richmond advertising papal breakfasts, ex-Benedict. For about, I have to tell the joke. I've always known that people aren't in the least bit interested in much I have to say, except they do like the joke. For months now, people have been coming up to us and saying what shows you're putting on, and my friend and fellow director Felicity Beales says, if I tell you, I'd have to kill you. Well, today you're going to know, and you can stay alive. Our three shows are Gypsy, Singing in the Rain, and The Pirates of Penzance. Now I'm going to hand you over to the brilliant artistic director of the production company, Kenzie Forbes, who's going to thrill you with all the details. Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome. It's my pleasure to introduce you to our three shows of this new season. Could I start my introduction by firstly introducing you to the three terrific musicians here on the stage with me. This is James Kempster, who's playing, I never know whether nowadays you call it double bass or acoustic bass. Double bass. And on drums, Dean Cooper. And on keyboard, our brilliant maestro, the one and only John Falk. So by way of a preface to my introduction today, I wanted to remind all of you that the production company is a not-for-profit organisation and it's totally privately funded. This makes it unique in the professional performing arts industry in Australia. And for this reason, I want to say to you that without you, there'd be no production company. because our donors and patrons and sponsors are all here today. So thank you so much. I just want to say we greatly appreciate you, and I hope that you're enjoying your involvement with the company. I also, along with Jean, want to make a very special welcome to our friends in the media who care so passionately for this company. On behalf of the company, I also just want to say a very quick thank you to Jean and to her family, for they make an extraordinary contribution to the ongoing life of the production company. And Jean, you are a miracle maker, so thank you. Our first show is Gypsy. It opens in the Arts Centre Melbourne State Theatre on the 10th of July. The award-winning Gail Edwards, who had such a hit with us last year with Chess, is coming back to direct Gypsy. She sends her love today, but tomorrow night on Sydney Harbour, her new production of Carmen is opening. So she's otherwise occupied this week, but she said please give you all her love, and that she's very excited about coming to direct Gypsy. Andrew Halsworth, who's here today, is our choreographer for Gypsy, and Guy Simpson is musical director. I think you know that Guy has done a lot of work with the company. For the first 10 years he did a musical for us each year. He is amongst the foremost conductors of musical theatre in this country. Our star of Gypsy, she's just completed a run on Broadway, and she's also just done a workshop with Woody Allen of his musical of Bullets Over Broadway. Yes, it's Caroline O'Connor, the star of Chicago on Broadway and in Australia, and we've now got a little message from Caroline as she's just in London for a few weeks.
Clear the decks, clear the tracks, you've got nothing to do but relax. Blow a kiss, take a bow, honey, everything's coming up roses.
Is it on now? They'll be laughing when they'll all be going, like she has a problem talking. Hello everybody there in Melbourne. I just want to say, first of all, a very big hello to Jeannie and to Ken, and to congratulate you most sincerely on this fantastic achievement of the production company producing magnificent shows over the last 15 years. I'm thrilled. As you can see, I'm ready now. I've had my photo shoot ready to do a production of Gypsy there very shortly in July. But also very honoured and very proud to have been a part of the inaugural season with Funny Girl, and also a couple of years later Mac and Mabel. So what an achievement this is. It's just stupendous, and may it continue for a long, long time to come. It is an iconic role that I think every musical theatre performer, female, maybe male, dreams of playing. It's, as they refer to it as the Hamlet of musicals for women, and I think it's the challenge of playing the role that's always interested me. I love Rose's Turn, of course, because it's a wonderful acting piece within the play. She's in the midst of a nervous breakdown, and everything that's happened from the beginning of the show up till now, all those years that have gone by, you know, trying to help her daughters with their careers, comes to this point, and there's this kind of explosion, and it's a dream to do as a singer and actor, because it's very demanding, and also the audience such expectation when that moment's coming. You know, those who know the show, it is a pretty magnificent moment in theatre. Now, Guy Simpson. Guy and I have worked together on Chicago and also previous productions at the production company, so I am thrilled to bits that he's going to be a part of this. He is a magnificent musical director and makes me a better performer. I also want to say hello to Gail Edwards, who I've wanted to work with for quite a long time, so I'm very happy that she's agreed to do this production, and can't wait to hear who the rest of the cast are going to be. It's thrilling. Looking forward to getting home, and I shall see you all in July. Bye for now.
In Britain, the Sunday Times said that Caroline O'Connor makes a scorching rose. The Mail on Sunday described her as a terrifyingly energised rose. So we are all really excited that she's going to return to the company this year to do this very major role. Gypsy was inspired by the memoirs of the famous burlesque dancer Gypsy Rose Lee. Gypsy charts the story of her outrageous mother Rose, who was Caroline, who's determined to live out her own dreams of stardom through her two daughters. Gypsy features the all-time favourites from the legendary Jules Stein, Arthur Lawrence and Stephen Sondheim. The numbers include Everything's Coming Up Roses, You've Got to Have a Gimmick, Let Me Entertain You, and Some People, and of course the fantastic Rose's Turn. As a treat this morning, a musical treat from Gypsy this morning, I'm going to present to you a rising young star of musical theatre. It's Kirby Burgess. Last October, Kirby won the 2012 Rob Guest Endowment Production Company Encouragement Award. Her prize is a contract with the production company. This morning, Kirby is going to sing for us Everything's Coming Up Roses. So please make Kirby welcome. Thank you.
About you, baby, it's gonna come true, baby. They think that we're through, but baby, you'll be swell, you'll be great, gonna have the whole world on a plate, starting here, starting now, honey. Everything's coming up roses. Clear the decks, clear the tracks. You got nothing to do but relax. Blow a kiss, take a bow, honey. Everything's coming up roses. Now's your inning. Stand the world on its ear. Set it spinning. That'll be just the beginning. Curtain up like the lights. You got nothing to hit but the heights. You'll be swell, you'll be great. I can tell, just you wait. That lucky star I talk about is you. Honey, everything's coming up roses for me and for you. You can do it. All you need is a hand. We can do it. Mama is gonna see to it. Curtain up like the lights. We've got nothing to hit but the heights. I can tell, wait and see. There's the bells, follow me, and nothing's gonna stop us till we're through. Honey, everything's coming up roses and daffodils. Everything's coming up sunshine and Santa Claus. Everything's gonna be bright lights and lollipops. Everything's coming up roses for me and for you.
Thank you, Kirby. That was spectacular, certainly show-stopping. And I think you'll all now understand why Kirby got that prize last year with the production company. Our next show is, pardon me, I went to the wrong one then, Singing in the Rain. It's going to open on August 21st in the State Theatre. It's currently enjoying tremendous success on the West End in London, and we're very delighted that we've been able to get the rights to do a season of Singing in the Rain here in Melbourne. The Australian production is going to be directed by Gary Young, it's going to be choreographed by Kelly Abbey, and it's going to feature John Foreman as musical director. Gary's been overseas and he sends his apologies this morning. Kelly Abbey is the choreographer on Carmen on Sydney Harbour, which as I said earlier opens tomorrow evening, and she's sorry that she can't be here. But we have a couple of the design team here today, so I'll just ask them to stand up and take a bow. Costumes is going to be Kim Bishop, who does so much wonderful work for us. Kim's already standing like that. And the scenery is going to be designed by Richard Gizzorni, who's also here today. We have 4 brilliant artists in the 4 major roles for Singing in the Rain. They are Whelan-Browne, who's going to be the matinee idol Don Lockwood. Matt Lee is going to be Cosmo Brown. Alinta Chidzey is the aspiring actress Kathy Selden. And Christy Whelan-Browne is Lockwood's leading lady, Lena Lamont. Christy Whelan-Browne, who was the very wonderful Ula in our season of the producers last year, is here this morning, and I'm going to invite her just to say a few words. Here she is. Make her welcome.
Good morning. I'm so thrilled to be part of this show. It's such a classic and a funny, charming show, and I just think everyone is going to love it. I will be playing the bitchy blonde, typecast again. I'll be working with my husband, and it will be our 5th show together. And normally we don't really interact together on stage. We've maybe had one line here and there in the past 4 shows. And finally we get to do some scenes together, and he can't stand me. So we'll have a ball. I tell anyone who will listen that working for the production company is the highlight of my year, because they are such a respectful and caring and nurturing group, and I adore my time with them, so I'm just thrilled and I can't wait.
Well, I think it goes without saying we're all in love with Christy. With all the charm, romance, comedy and glamour of a bygone era, Singing in the Rain features a glorious score with the classics Good Morning, Make 'Em Laugh, All I Do Is Dream of You, and the legendary Singing in the Rain. Written by Betty Comden and Adolph Green, with songs by Nasio Herb and Arthur Freed, Singing in the Rain showers you with everything you could ever want in a musical. And to remind you of how charming this show is, we're going to be treated to a couple of numbers from the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Rohan-Browne, Alinta Chidzey and Matt Lee.
Good morning.
Good morning, we talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. When the band began to play, the stars are shining bright. Now the milkman's on his way. It's too late to say goodnight. So good morning sunbeams will soon shine through. Good morning to you.
And you and you and you. Good morning. Good morning. We've got the whole night through. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Nothing could be grander than to be in Louisiana.
In the morning, it's great to stay up late. Good morning to you.
Might be Mississippi if it wasn't Mississippi.
When we left the movie show, the future wasn't bright. But came to dawn, the show goes on, and I don't wanna say goodnight.
So say good morning.
Good morning.
Rainbows are shining through. Good morning. Good morning.
Bonjour.
Monsieur.
Buenos dias.
Muchas frias.
Buongiorno.
Ritorno.
Good morning.
Rich morning. Good morning to you. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain of a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain. I'm singing, just singing in the rain. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Come on with the rain of a smile on my face. Da-dee-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. I'm singing and dancing in the rain.
Thank you, Rohan, Alinta and Lee. I should tell you that not only are they the great singers you've heard this morning, they are all brilliant dancers. So it's going to be quite spectacular singing in the rain. Our third show, Pirates of Penzance. The Broadway version of Gilbert and Sullivan's The Pirates of Penzance is the company's third show for the year. 30 years ago, I produced this knockout Broadway version of The Pirates of Penzance in the then new Hamer Hall. It was the first summer musical in the Arts Centre and it went on to tour Australia for a total of 18 months. It was an extraordinary success then. Now, Gilbert and Sullivan's most popular musical comedy, with all the laughs, songs and romance that made it a long-running Broadway smash, is heading back into the magnificent new Hamer Hall. I'm very excited to be going back there. I should tell you the reason that we're going back there is that the State Theatre is going to be taken over for Wagner's Ring Cycle for about 4 months of the year. But we're very delighted to go back into Hamer Halls, especially with this show. This new staging will feature a dashing young cast, with Gareth Keegan as Frederick, Virginia Gay as Ruth, Brent Hill as the Sergeant of Police, Wayne Scott Kerman as Major General Stanley, and Adam Murphy as the swashbuckling Pirate King. Brent and Wayne Scott Kerman were Bialystok and Bloom, or the other way around, in the producers last season, and Virginia was several characters, including Hold Me, Touch Me. The brilliant creative team is Dean Bryant and Andrew Hallsworth. They're going to stage this colourful extravaganza, and Matthew Frank will be making his debut with the company, conducting The Pirates of Penzance. This morning, Dean and Andrew are both here, and I'd love them to come and say a couple of words, so please make them welcome. They're incredibly
Hi, how are you today? Pirates of Penzance is about 150 years old, so when Ken said that was the show for me this year, I said, of course, 150 years old, that sounds fresh. But then we talked about the actual version we were doing, which is the smash hit 80s public theatre version, which starred Kevin Kline and Linda Ronstadt. And they took this quite witty piece, as I discovered as I started to audition people for it, and gave it a kind of mild rock sensibility, which we're going to take even further with our casting. And I kind of discovered this show is, there's a reason a show is still performed 150 years later. When I first did the Ruth Frederick scenes, I'm sure everyone knows the plot of Pirates of Penzance. It's quite simple. It's basically... everyone except the choreographer. Basically, it's a satire on duty and all that kind of stuff, and it's a romance. But anyway, the first book scene in the show is Ruth, a 47-year-old maid, trying to run away with the very hot 21-year-old Frederick. He's never seen a woman before. He asks her, is she beautiful? She claims to be beautiful, and it's one of those hilarious scenes where someone's trying to get away with something, basically. So Virginia and Gareth playing that scene showed me how fresh the Pirates of Penzance can be for my generation. So what we're going to do with it is kind of bring the same energy and fun that we brought to Anything Goes and the producers in the last 2 years, and apply that all over Pirates of Penzance. So enjoy.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Halsworth, and I'd just like to say that with monotonous regularity I come back to choreograph 2 shows at the production company this year, but I'm so thrilled to be given this opportunity. Jean came up earlier and said that her and Richard wanted the production company to begin so she could give actors jobs, but she's not only giving actors jobs, she's giving creative people the chance to hone their craft and to choreograph shows and to direct shows that you would just never get the chance to do in this country. So Jean, among everything else, I thank you for your friendship and your support, along with Rachel and Ken, and the creative team this year across the 3 shows for this 15th year is absolutely first class, with Callie Abbey coming down to choreograph, Dean directing and Gail Edwards directing, and me choreographing and me choreographing. I think it's really going to be a stellar year for the 15th year of the production company, so come on.
That's fantastic. The Pirate score, as most of you know, includes many of Gilbert and Sullivan's most popular numbers. Poor Wandering One, When the Foreman Bears His Steel, With Cat-Like Tread, and Away, Away, My Heart's on Fire. This morning I'm going to introduce you to 2 of the stars for the Pirates of Penzance. Gareth Keegan, our Frederick, is to sing Is There Not One Maiden Breast? And then our Pirate King, Adam Murphy, is going to sing, whom we all have admired for so long, is going to sing I Shall Live and Die, a Pirate King.
Oh, is there not one maiden breast which doesn't feel the moral beauty of making worldly interest subordinate to sense of duty? Who would not give up willingly all matrimonial ambition to rescue such a one as I from his unfortunate position, from his position, to rescue such a one as I from his unfortunate position. Oh, is there not one maiden here whose homely face and bad complexion has caused all hope to disappear of ever-winning man's affection to such a one? If such there be, I swear by heaven, touch above you. If you will cast your eyes on me, however plain you be, I love you. However plain you be, if you will cast your eyes
melodious heart with a pirate head and a pirate heart. Away to the cheating world go you, where pirates are all well-to-do. But I'll be true to the song I sing, and live and die a pirate king. For I am a pirate king, and it seems a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For I am a pirate king, and it seems a glorious thing to be a pirate king. Above the pirate king. When I sally forth to seek my prey, I help myself in a royal way. I sink a few more ships, it's true, than a well-bred monarch ought to do. But many a king on a first-class throne, who wants to call his crown his own, must manage somehow to get through more dirty work than ever I do. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. Hurrah, the pirate king!
Thank you, Adam. Adam is leaving as he has to get back to rehearsals with the Melbourne Theatre Company this afternoon. Our mantra has always been quality entertainment at the best prices. To confirm this policy in 2013, we are offering a 50% discount on the full price on individual tickets for anyone under the age of 18. This is a first for us, and I think it's the first time a performing arts company has done this in a very, very long time. So we want everyone to have the opportunity to experience our musicals, especially those under 18. This means that anyone under 18, they can pay as little as $23 a ticket to come to a show, which is fantastic. Thank you for being such a committed and attentive and enthusiastic audience this morning. It's been a delight to do this presentation for you, and I want to thank our artists for being so wonderful. Lunch is now being served in the marquee in the courtyard, and the dates for the Pirates, it opens on the 30th of October. But we have brochures for you all today to take away with you, which have all the details in there for you. But yes, and put that in your diary straight away. I just also wanted to mention that Julie Kavanagh, our publicist, is here today, obviously, and that Julie is very happy to organise any interviews or photos that you would like to do today or that you would like to put in place today. Also, don't hesitate to ask Rachel or myself for any help whatsoever. So thank you so much, and now let's have lunch. Thank you.